Humankind, as a species, in its entirety, is obsessed with combustion. They revel in all facets of it. The warmth, the energy, but most of all, the sight of it. This isn't unwarranted, of course. The discovery and harnessing of combustion has been declared one of, if not the most pivotal step in a species' path towards evolution and dominance over their planet. At least on the planets where combustion is possible in the first place. However, humans differ from most sentient races in their approach. As is the case with most things, where other races mastered friction first, or trapped and harnessed the light of nearby stars for the purposes of achieving heat, humanity made leaps and soaring bounds to pure combustion itself. Open, uncontrollable flame. It's unlikely that humanity was completely aware of the previous methods mentioned, but they did make a point of choosing the most difficult and dangerous form of creating exothermic energy as the one to master first. Contrary to popular belief, humanity was actually very slow to harness the power of the natural magma of their planet. Human and Earth-trained scientists are at the forefront of technology that makes use of molten planetary cores, but that leap forward is a relatively recent one. In researching this phenomenon, I questioned every human I could about why they thought their species was so fixated on combustion, and on fire itself. The most sound reason was a mix of comfort and safety. This is understandable. Earth is a seasonal planet, and therefore an understanding of thermodynamics is necessary to survive and thrive in colder regions and seasons. The next answer was also logical. Cooking. Humans have been using heat to enhance and expand their catalogue of foodstuffs almost as long as they've existed. With even cursory glances, I couldn't believe the sheer number of things on Earth alone that could be made edible, let alone more nutritious than their base form, with a simple application of a little heat. Other races used to argue and compete over who came from the most distinguished culinary pedigree. Those claims have long since been decisively silenced. The third and most common answer I received, I simply didn't and still don't understand. I just like it. I expected to hear more and more about how it furthered technological advancements, and to be fair, those points were raised. Generations of human weapons, vehicles, and various machines all utilize combustion one way or another. At the roots, though, human fascination with combustion is simply that. Fascination. Many of them described me creating a combustion reaction to simply gaze into it, literally becoming entranced or even hypnotized by the flame. It is because of this that I believe the human known as Pranya D. Salam should be released and pardoned from all charges raised as a result of events detailed in case 17IK 2409. Transcript follows. You said you're going to get that door open back there. How do you plan on achieving that? I'm going to blow it open. What? How? This is a space station. Everything in, on, and around here was specifically designed to not explode. Yeah, on their own. What is that supposed to mean? The fire suppression in here is that green light foam you guys make, right? Yes. Okay, well on its own it snuffs out flames. It's a chemical compound like anything else though. If we get enough of it in a small enough space with some of that aerosolized adrenaline substitute, it explodes. What? How'd you plan on getting the gas here? That vent right there. Alice is in medical, hooking some canisters up as we speak, and Carson's in engineering, making sure the right pipes are all linked up. And how do you plan on creating the small enough space? By triggering this emergency airlock door. And before you ask, I'll do that by shooting the panel open from back here-ish. With what firearm? This one. That's not a firearm, that's a stun pin. It doesn't have a projectile. Not normally, but I modded the battery. Now all I need to do is dial up the charge, hold it like so, and the pin flies off pretty damn accurately. How'd you know that? So in a line. This model is actually about to be phased out because of exactly how easy this is to do. Okay, assuming that all goes to plan, the first component is still missing. You don't have a means of creating a fire to trigger the suppression system. What do you think is in this battery I'm about to blow up? How many of the countermeasures and failsafes on this station do you know how to manually trigger? How many are there? What? Also, you're going to destroy your hand, maybe your whole arm. And you're okay with that? I mean, it's gonna suck. Not as much as letting that door stay closed, though. How much longer until this insanity? Let's see. Atlas, how we looking? All good down here, Chief. Just waiting on the go-ahead. Translation. All good down here, Chief. Just waiting on the go-ahead. You good? Yep, just cracked the vial out first time I tried to hook it up. Got some stuff in the air. Probably not good enough to bear it if you don't need it. Stuff like this, keep the adrenaline, you can breathe. Translation. Yup. I just cracked a vial the first time I tried to hook it up. Got some of the stuff in the air. Probably not good to be near it if you don't need it. Stuff's like epinephrine, if you can breathe. Will he be alright? Should be. That said, if this works and we all survive, we'll definitely need to lock him down. That sounded like someone on stage 1 to becoming a junkie. Carson? All green on my end. Actually, a lot of stuff is red and yelling at me now, but the drugs are on the way. Alright. Here goes something stupid. Transcript ends.